We're not finished, but I want you, because there are too many people who really believe, who say the same thing we're saying, but it's a lot of people who thought the movie was dope. Now, I didn't think the movie was dope because of how it ended, but
I think it was a good movie the way that it was put together. No, it was not a romance movie, but it was a movie to shine light on our community, the black community, black society.
Now, I thought that the plot could have been a little bit different, and my belief is that we don't catch a break, especially somebody that looks like me. We don't catch a break in real life society. Why can't we catch a break in a movie? And she says this.
That's what the movie was about, because there are so many people out there, white people, who don't think the injustice is still going on, who think that what's happening today is just something that's being made up, which is why the hint that All Lives Matter came out. Well, we're not talking about all lives. We're talking about black lives. We're talking about black society. Things that's happening in and to our black community. And so they need something in their face to show them, because apparently what's happening in real life is not being taken serious.
So I agree with that. I left the movie depressed and angry. I will say I don't like cops. I despise them. The movie really didn't help. But that is what's happening in real life society, is that the cops are winning and they're getting off with shooting people. Hence Amber Geiger. So, yeah, I would rate Queen and Slim a 4.5. Now, if people can stop making it a love story, because I had a conversation with a young lady on Instagram, and she said it was a love story. And I'm like, well, if it's a love story, why did it have to end the way that it have to end? What is romantic about you and your girl getting shot up? That ain't romance. What's romantic is, you getting away, or or something like that, or going to jail, or, like I said, if it was a love story, they could have gotten arrested and served a short sentence, got out, found each other, got together, got married. Because you ain't got to die to be remembered. I just don't believe that. But, people are making it a love story. I didn't think it was a love. I didn't think it was a love story when I left the movies. I did, however, thought it was a love story in the middle of the movie.
I want to jump in here, because you just said that you don't have to die to be remembered. But unfortunately, that's not something that can be said for Eric Garner, Alton Sterling. Who else passed away?
Philando Castile. Sandra Bland. Tamir Rice.
Unfortunately, they can't say that. They had to give their life. Or they didn't give their life.
Well, they didn't give it. Their life was taken.
Their life was taken
in
order for them to be remembered.
So now that's a valid statement. The reason why I said that I don't think you have to die to be remembered is because what if you're making a difference already in the community? You know what I'm saying? Let's just say
Sandra Bland was. And I honestly believe that she would have been remembered regardless. But
why do police feel that it's okay to shoot us when we're not a threat? Now, I ain't gonna lie, this is why I'm so passionate about stuff like this, and this is why I tell people, particularly my cousin, bless her soul, if you are me, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you black and you still don't get it, then that means you've been sheltered. My mom took the handcuffs off me a long time ago. I was 19, 20 years old, walking to places by myself. So, like, even earlier than that, he started at 18. So, like, I fit the description. If they're shooting people that look like me, how am I supposed to feel when it keeps happening time and time and time again? And, like, I'm a musician. Why can't I be remembered while I'm alive? Why do I have to get shot?
That's back to the movie. From the point of view that I'm looking at it, that's the whole thing. You know, we having to deal with this every day, we black people, but like I said before, white people or whoever else are not thinking that it's a real thing or not a valid thing. But this is something that's, you know, we ask in society, why does it have to be this way in order for, you know, something to happen or something to be remembered or somebody to be remembered or for change and stuff to come?
Let me ask you this. Would you have written the movie like that?
From the perspective that I'm coming from of it, maybe. I don't think that I would change it. I don't think that I would change the way that it was put together, the issues that were brought up in the movie. I would leave it the same. Because what I said before you started the video is that I believe the movie is something to shine light on the black community to those that are outside of the black community, as well as those that are in the black community that are, like you said, sheltered, because we fight or battle or struggle within ourselves, meaning self against self, and then within ourselves, as in the black community, ourselves against our brother and or our sister, and then we have to go and fight society, the world. Black against white, blacks against other races, black against blue, meaning the police and stuff like that. You know, and I believe that that's what the movie was trying to depict and show everybody. This is now every case isn't that case. It, you know, not saying that, oh, this is what's going on in the black community. You watch this movie and you know every black person. No, that's not what I'm saying. But as a whole, in general, generalizing everything, that is what we go through every single day. And you want to know why we say Black Lives Matter. You want to know why we're going and shooting up police, because we're tired. But if we just say it because of what's happening on the news or what you're seeing on TV from reporting and stuff like that, and we just, quote unquote, making stuff up, okay, well, let's put it in a movie. Maybe you can dispel all the myths and then actually get into the movie, and then reality can set in and there's a change or something.
So it's a pretty deep perspective. We were actually comparing A Time to Kill and Queen and Slim. I thought that A Time to Kill hit a little bit different than Queen and Slim. It kind of takes you a minute with Queen and Slim because you don't know how to categorize it at the beginning. because you think it's one thing, but it turns out it's another. But with A Time to Kill, we all knew what was going on, based on a different time. You know, it was still injustice, but what made me glad was justice was served at the end, which is something that we don't always get. And when you have a white lawyer to fight for you, and it brings some type of unity to light, you know, hence the, you know, Barack Obama campaign or what have you, you know, that hit different than Queen and Slim. You know, struggling with Queen and Slim, you know, people making it out to be a love story, and I don't think that they really took it for what it really was, because as a black man, you can't tell me what's romantic and these people getting shot up by police at the end. That ain't love. That ain't a love story. That's a tragedy. You know what I'm saying?
Which is what our life is now.
Which is what our life is now. So people that's making it out to be a love story, I really think that they should go and examine that movie again, because like I said, at the beginning, I thought it was a love story, and getting towards the end of it, I'm like, wait a minute, hold up.
And not to say that there is no love, there wasn't any love aspects in the movie, because it was, again, I'm standing from the perspective of shining light on the black community, but it shows what we go through, black people go through together in dating and trying to find love and experiencing love, and you know, the interactions that we have with each other. So that was just a part of it, but not the whole movie. Well, what I'll say, I don't think that it was the whole movie, because I don't think that it was a love story or a romance story.
Well, I think they should clarify, or they should fix the what, you know, talking about whatever this movie is about, or it should be discussed. I saw a lot of negative feedback about this film, because it was so much in it that didn't make any sense to me. But you know, like I said, what would you rate it?
On a scale of what?
1 to 10.
I would rate it a 10.
I'm at a 4.5 because I hate cops. So, and there's a lot of stuff in the movie that didn't make sense to me. Some stuff could have been left out. That's just my opinion. But, yeah, like, being black is tough. I'm an Uber driver, and I've been picking up white people all week last week. I told one lady, like I told Risha, I told one lady that I took all the way to Denton, Texas. And it was just me and her. And I said, look, you are the product of white privilege. If I get pulled over because I went left like the GPS said, but you told me to go right, and you know, if the car looks suspicious, I get pulled over, and you say, you know, and you say, hey, you know, I told him to go right and he went left, they gonna shoot me and take you home. So, you know, I think that made her a little uneasy, but you know, hey, sorry, not sorry. But being black is tough. And it ain't just being a black man, now it's affecting her. So, you know, Black Lives Matter. Say what you want.